Welcome to this short interview. And my name is Ibrahim Mustafa, and we are talking about the Tamale water problems. Over the past 10 years, we've had issues of water. Women are struggling to get water, households are going through a lot. And hospital medications or diagnosis show that the water we are currently taking, there are a lot of issues with that. Kweku Clement, he in the past has also done a lot of research. He has helped communities in the quest of solving their water issues. So maybe today we will hear from him and what we can do to solve that.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Right.
I think for the problem, we don't need to state the problem. The challenges of Tamale water crisis has been there since time immemorial. It's not today. What I would like to look at is solutions. What are the available solutions that we can look at? Currently, most people are trying to dodge the general problem by drilling individual boreholes, which is a solution, all right. But not all parts of Tamale can you get groundwater. We've done extensive interview with Mohammed Nuruddin on this kind of challenges and the problems. But then we should look at what are the available solutions.
Right.
Before now, Tamale, most of the communities has relied on these dugouts or what we call the dams.
Right.
And as development is encroaching, most of these dams are being closed down and turned into building spaces and stuff like that. And this is where I find it a challenge. Water is an essential need, is a basic need that we all depend on. So in planning of every community, water should be an essential item that should be included.
Right.
So I find it quite disheartening to see that these dugouts or dams are being closed down to just put architecture, general architecture. I would think that looking at the amount of rainfall we have in Tamale, it's actually water is not the problem. Water is abundant. We are all witnesses of flooding that have broken banks of gutters and whatever in Tamale. I remember some years back the tragic incident with cars being pulled off the road even into the gutters and stuff like that. So it is not the quantity of water that is a problem. If we do not have water at all or rainfall at all, then you will say that Tamale is having water crisis.
Right.
What Tamale has is storage crisis. The ability to store that water for use later.
Yeah.
And that is where we need to come in as stakeholders. I have drilled boreholes. I've worked with the Nantonzo community to try to find alternative solutions for them. And borehole has always been the go-to option whenever you mention water. But communities like that has low groundwater, or you need to go deeper to get it. Our normal small boreholes are not able to access it.
Yeah.
So it means we need to find an alternative solution. And one of the solutions I've often suggested is to create a dam, to build these dams. We are always looking at the big picture, but the truth of the matter is that these big picture projects, like the current one the government is trying to initiate, is it the Yape Bupe one? They are big projects, right? Requiring a lot of infrastructure and a lot of funding and a lot of things like that. They don't solve the immediate problem.
Probably, yeah.
Every year we have rain. Why not? Fortunately, we have these grip machines the previous government supplied. Why not use them, drench out and create more dugouts? If possible, we can line them. Using a dam liner. We have these geomembranes. You can use it to line it beautifully. Create very nice bangers around them. The technology exists. It's not like it's far away. We have Even I hear on the Kintampo Road, somebody has privately built similar ones. If you go to Europe, these things are still in existence. These dams or dugouts are still in existence. Why can't we build them here? Because it's not the amount of rainfall. We have enough rainfall to store this, and if we can store them for later use, that would be easy. I don't understand why we are having a challenge in building these dams. I mean, if these drip machines can be used to drench and rehabilitate some of the old dams. If you take Tamale, for instance, Bulpela has a dam.
Yeah.
Vitin has one. Wamale. No, those days when they built them, there was a technology behind them. Right now, we are all depending on the grid, the main grid. It's not able to supply enough water. And Dalong is struggling because of high pollution and contamination. So if we can build and develop these local dugouts, use the geomembranes, fence them, put aeration machines, and then mechanize them. And then we can create these small-scale solutions. And even if possible, there's small-scale purification systems we can set up for the communities, at least to provide safe drinking water. In one of the communities we visited, and I remember Dr. Foko had mentioned this, that you don't need to even fight the community. The community will go extinct by itself just because of drinking dirty water.
Yeah.
And right now, I have seen a lot of community members that are dying, all straight from waterborne diseases. And the problem is affecting the whole of Tamale at this moment. Yeah. Water crisis has been there for generations, and the solution is right in our fingertips. You know, it's going to cost us billions to rehabilitate these dams, to contain maybe 4 million liters or 10 million liters to supply to a community. But I still don't understand why we are not looking at this as an alternative solution. You know, we have engineers, we have technocrats and all that. And these same people are even struggling for the same water. I remember one member of a community went to the hospital, and the best they could say is that the person is eating a lot of fecal matter. Wow. Only for them to find out that it was from the source of drinking water. And we have technocrats. Poly has engineers. So I don't understand. The solution is right in front of us. So I'm saying that we have an option. We can look at the small scale, store the water for dry season use. Right. It's a solution we can easily do. We don't need so much external manpower to do this.
Right. So it's true, because if Dalong was built privately,
yes,
in 1972, we can also equally build.
We can. Right. We definitely can. For me, it's disheartening, because if I go to these communities and I see the kind of water the next generation are drinking, you know, the children are drinking. For the adults, maybe you say you can afford pure water, you can afford, but these children are drinking contaminated water. Now ask yourself, if your kid is drinking this water, especially those of you who can afford. You know, funny thing, I was in an Atonso community, and Imam is a Mamuna pure water konko kanywira. And interesting enough, when he goes to perform ablution and water, he uses the dirty water.
Exactly.
So you still drink the same water, because when you're performing ablution, automatically this water will get into you. Right. And they use it to wash their bowls. So
we can do better. Let's come together, young people.
We can do better.
Let's take the politics out of it, because our people are dying.
They are dying.
Let's make sure that we bring solutions and we get to the grounds and solve this. Thank you very much.